That is Majo John Madden in, where the hell are we? We're in Weslaco, Texas. And I've got a little sample of music for you.
Loud. Sometimes I get overexcited, shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud. Let's get this guy in front of a crowd. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Everybody.
So I'm hoping that TikTok will allow that little sample to stand. I've had some issues with copyright with them. That was the song that just popped into my mind as I walked away from Petco just now at the mall. I'll make sure my doggy is still here next to the car in the shade. So I had an experience in Petco just now that reminded me of an experience I had much earlier in my life. I bet I was 35, maybe 40, living in Chicago. Divorced about 5 years at that point. And you know, I'm Irish. I've got a gift of gab, and I can be charming, smart, and all that. And I love women. But I've never had a history of being romantically or sexually forward. I don't pick up women easily or anything like that. But I was setting up a new apartment and I needed curtains. So I went to a local department store, one of the great old department store chains that's not around anymore. Eventually I'll have to remember what the chain was. But it was a Friday afternoon, and I got some curtains and brought them up to the cashier, and she was this lovely young woman who just was really great, and we completed the transaction. And as I walked away, this voice says to me, "Did you notice the way she looked at you?" That eye contact was like stunning. And I said, yeah. But okay, I'll come back. Let's see, Friday afternoon, I'll come back next Friday afternoon. Maybe she'll work the same shift. And that same inner voice, my inner pilot or God or whatever, said, "You idiot. This might be her last day on this job. You go back over there right now and make something happen. Give it your best pitch. Take a shot. What do you have to lose? Do it." I said, good. It's not like me, but okay, let's go. So I marched back over to her, and she gave me kind of a coy little smile, and I said, "You know, miss, I honestly don't do stuff like this. This is truly the first time I've ever been so bold. But I want to see if I can get your phone number." And she smiled, and maybe she blushed. I can't quite remember that. And she said, "Sure. Yeah, that'd be nice. Good." So we ended up going out that night, and one thing led to another, and we had a pretty great relationship for several months. We both knew from the start that she was taking a break from her boyfriend to try to sort things out. And I think we both knew that she'd end up going back to him. But we had a really amazing few months, and we weren't inseparable or anything. We'd get together 2 or 3 nights a week at my place. And one of my great memories, she was a teacher, and she was in grad school. She was probably getting her master's in education. And she'd be studying on the sofa, and I'd be like writing or something. And I'll never forget the image of her slumped asleep on the sofa. One of the sweetest sights I ever remember seeing. And the rest of the relationship rocked. We made each other laugh. We shared a lot. And yeah, like just everything was awesome. And then eventually, I don't even remember exactly how we parted, but it was basically that she knew it was time to go back and try again with her boyfriend, and they got married, and last I heard, they were out in Bend, Oregon, doing I'm not quite sure what. And I haven't had touch with her since then, and I looked on Been Verified and tried to find the information, and I think I couldn't. I think her name was too common or something. But she's on my mind, and I will, this is going to incent me to reach out to her again. But today I had an experience in Petco that reminded me of that. Me and Magic are heading for Mexico. The plan now is to cross over within the next few days, week max. We're going to head over to Mexico. So, what am I going to make happen with this woman? But I just couldn't stop myself. She was amazing, tall, really attractive, really smart, so solid. We had the greatest conversation about dog tags. And her son Andrew, she was Veronica, and her son Andrew was with her. And she's obviously very substantial, works with social services, and they have a great relationship with each other. And I just love talking with her, and I had to take a shot. I pulled out all the stops. I said, well, we're only going to be around here a few days, but we're crossing over into Mexico. And she's Latina and knows Mexico. And I'm a big sucker for Latino women. Oh, Latinas. Oh, my God. I got to get me a Latina woman eventually in this young life of mine. So I laid out our whole itinerary. We're going to Tampico, and she knows Tampico, and then we're going to Mexico City. I mean, who knows what actually is going to happen, but that's the plan that's crystallizing for me. Monarch butterfly migration is supposed to be happening mid to late March. I'm hoping we can make it there for then. And then I said, and Cozumel, we're heading for Cozumel. I'm looking to maybe stay there for who knows how long. I've got friends there. So I said, Cozumel, or come with us. There's a free seat in the van, chip in some money for gas. That's all. I knew she wouldn't do that, and I knew nothing was going to happen, probably. But I had to pitch it, and I even said to her, I said, looking at her and at her son, who was really very cool, and said, hey, it's not every day you run into a woman like you. You got to just do what you can, take a shot. And I caught their eye as they were leaving the store, and I said, Veronica, and I gave her my card. And she loved it that my title on my card is Real Human Being. And I said, I've had other titles, and I have, but that's the one I like these days. So, and it's got my TikTok, and it's got my Google. So as they were going out the door, I yelled, Veronica, I haven't given up on you. Think about Cozumel. So it's almost certainly not going to happen, but you don't know. That, that situation with Cindy was the one that's most striking in my history, but certainly there are other times that relationships have happened because I bellied up to the bar and said, okay, I'm feeling shy. Suck it. Get in there and do something. I said to a woman friend the other day who had the hots for a guy, and she was going to stalk him on social media to try to find him. I said, no, he's standing next to you at the Starbucks. Bump into him, drop something, do something, make an idiot out of yourself. So what? You don't know. But if you don't take a shot, ain't nothing gonna happen. All right. So there's I've started a series of your medical tip for the day. That's up on TikTok. This is the first in a series of advice to the lovelorn from Majo John Madden, who ain't no paragon in that area, but has had some great experiences and due for another one. All right, bye.